Hey guys, a bunch of you guys have been asking me what you should be doing over recovery week. So I'm going to share some mobility exercises with you, things that you can do over recovery week next week to help you stay loosened up. But recovery week, the purpose of that is so that you're not lifting. We just finished up a really heavy phase of training. We want to allow our muscles to recover so that when we come back, we're feeling good and ready to head into another heavy phase. The other thing is that as far as activity goes, you can still do things that are active, right? You can walk, run, bike, hike, all those things, paddleboard, kayak. It's beautiful, it's summertime, so get out there and be active. That's the reason why we're healthy inside the gym, right? So that we can transfer those things to outside of the gym and be able to do the things that we love. So in the next couple of videos, I'm going to show you some warm-up exercises, some mobility exercises, things that you can do before some of those events. So especially if you're somebody who hikes, bikes, runs, if you're just getting out there and you're just getting right into it with no sort of warm-up or mobility work beforehand, then maybe I can change your mind in the next couple of videos and show you some things that you can do before you hit the trail or before you hit the road on the hikes and the runs. So check those out. But otherwise, guys, I hope you guys have a great recovery week and that you are active and that you enjoy the hopefully nice weather. Let me know if you have any questions and I'm happy to answer them. Anything. First up is a pigeon stretch. So you can use a box, you can use a chair, you can use a couch, you can use the trunk of your car. There's all kinds of different things you can use here to get your leg propped up. But basically, you're just getting your leg propped up, and then you're going to do a little bit of a hinge, right? You're going to get a good stretch through the hip and the hamstring. So just showing you a side view here also. So you're bringing your leg up on whatever surface works best for you, and then hinging at the hips a bit. Nice flat back. Push your chest towards the wall in front of you. You're going to get a great stretch here. Just hold and breathe and get a good stretch before you hit a trail or what have you. Another one is a hip flexor stretch. So again, you don't have to have your foot up on a box or a chair or a couch or what have you, but this does definitely increase that stretch a bit. But just holding here, otherwise just in a half kneeling position, really working on tucking the hips, squeezing the glutes, and getting a good stretch through the quad and the hip here. Another one, again, you can do this on a rock, you can do this on your trunk, you can do this on a chair, doesn't matter, but basically, we're getting some good hip mobility, we're getting ankle mobility, good hamstring stretch, so sort of hinging back and then leaning right into that nice flat foot, getting a good stretch there. So a couple of these before you hit up the trails or a run or a hike or a bike, what have you. These are great drills to incorporate before you hit those up. Another one is if you have a band, right? You can do this at home. You can even do this on the side of a trail. Doesn't matter. But you're going to bring your bottom of your foot squared up to the sky or the ceiling, bringing the knee in towards the chest and pushing right up. You're getting good movement through the hips, the glutes, the hamstrings here. Great way to get loosened up. Another great way to stretch your glutes here is to bring right across the body, really keeping those shoulders down. And you can stretch that inner thigh by going the other direction, getting a good stretch there. So those are some drills you can take with you. A lot of people love this stretch. It's the quad stretch. So bringing that band right back behind you and digging that big toe right into the floor. Hanging out right there. Get a great stretch through the quad and some good hip separation there also. Foam roller. So again, this is great to do at home for your hip here. Get yourself right on the corner of that foam roller, right in the hip flexor area. And then you're going to start with your hips squared up to the floor, and then you're going to rotate up towards the ceiling, and you're going to feel a nice little digging into the tissue there. Feels really great, hitting up both sides, of course. Great way to loosen up those hip flexors. Again, before we hit up a run, a bike, a hike, or whatever you're doing, you can also go right on the side of your hip here. You can do some little rotations. You can honestly just sit there too and let that foam roller dig right into your hip. That feels great also. But if you're somebody with tight hips or if you sit a lot, then this is a great way to get loosened up. So you can introduce this into your routine also. And some thoracic extension here. So again, with a foam roller, karate chopping that foam roller, you're going to inhale as you pull in and then give a big exhale as you reach forward, trying to make yourself as long as you can, trying to reach those fingertips all the way across the room here. That's a great way to get your upper back loosened up, which is great for shoulder health, and especially if you have neck issues also. Thoracic rotation is another great one. So karate chopping the foam roller, you're gonna reach Give yourself a rotation so that top shoulder should rotate up towards the ceiling. So it's a big exhale and reach, rotate up towards the ceiling. And then if you reset that breath while you're there, you'll be able to get a little bit more rotation as well. So these are great exercises that you can bring with you over recovery week for whatever you're doing, just to stay loosened up and feeling good. If you have a band, some band overhead rotations are a great way to keep the shoulders happy, healthy, and moving. So it doesn't matter what range you have, just work on loosening up and staying mobile here through the shoulders. So give those a whirl and let me know how it goes, guys. But I hope that you guys introduce some mobility work to your life.